Welcome. This is the Financial Apostle. Today I'm going to be talking about company registration. Company registration is governed by the Companies and Other Business Entities Act, Chapter 24.31. Previously, there were two acts, that is the Companies Act and the Private Business Corporation Act. But now it has been combined to form in the Companies and Other Business Entities Act. Today I'm going to be focusing on two types of companies, that is number one, private limited company and private business corporation. The process of registering any company starts with the name search, where you provide in 5 names of your choice by order of your preference. The name that you like most should go number 1, followed number 2 up to number 5. Once in your company a name has been found, it is reserved for 30 days. In this name search, you state in the main objectives of the company, what the company intends to do. Suppose all your names are rejected, you are free to do another search until a name has been reserved for your company. Right. Under private limited company, this is formed by a minimum of 2 members and a maximum of 50 members or shareholders. And this will be limited by shares. So here you should state in the number of shares that you want your company to have. It can be 1,000 shares, 200,000 shares, a million shares, any number of shares. You are at liberty to state in the number of shares that you want your company to have. And these become the authorized shares once it's registered. So you prepare in the memorandum. In the memorandum, like I said, you state in the number of shares that you want the company to have. You state in the initial subscribers and directors in that company. And here, it's very important that you, from your initial directors or any other director that you shall appoint into the company, they should be people that will bring in requisite skills that are important in order for the effective running of the company. You also have, you must submit in the CR5 form, where you state the physical address of the company, the postal address of the company, and the email address of the company. Then we have the CR6 document, which is a list of directors. So here we have to show in the full names of the directors, their identity number, their residential address, and their nationality. And also, if any of the directors is a director in another company, you state in this form details of another directorship. Then after 12 months, you are supposed to lodge in what is called an annual return form. This is whether your company has been operating or not operating. It is a requirement of law that you submit this annual return, whereby you simply put in the details of the company, the number of shares that are authorized, shares that have been taken or issued, the directors, and the secretary of the company. Suppose during the course of the year or any other time you decide to issue new shares to new members or shareholders, then you, in this form, you lodge in a return of allotment, whereby you are stating in that previously, if you had say issued 100 shares and then you are issuing further 100 shares, you are now giving details of the other these new shares that you have issued. To say we have issued an extra 100 shares to, it could be a natural person or it could be a legal persona. Then you give in those details. Then in the annual return form, you are now also showing the movement that has happened in the shares of the company, issued shares of the company. You are detailing again that the issued shares were 100, but during the course of the year they increased to 200. You are giving these details, but also detailing that the members of the company, if there were 2 and probably there will now be 5, saying that the members of the company, they are now 5. So the annual return form, it will be giving us all those details so that the registrar is aware of the changes that have happened into the company. Then I move on to the private business corporation, or PBC. This one is formed by one member, can be so it's a sole, you can be a sole trader, and the maximum of 20 members. And the difference with the private limited company is that any membership in this PBC, it can be, it's not limited to money, so it can be property or services that have been rendered during the formation of this corporation. So members are, once they bring in everything that they are saying we are bringing into the formation of this company, so that it's money, property, or services, they have to agree on the fair valuation of each member's contribution, so that there is a determination of the percentage contribution that each member has. Suppose property is valued at a particular amount, which equates to, say, 30% of the contribution, and then services, they equate to 20% of the contribution, and money, cash that has been contributed, equates to 50%. So the total contribution should come up to 100%. With this PBC, only natural personas can be members of this entity. You cannot name a legal persona to be a member or in this entity, but only natural persons. So once when you've determined all these things, then you prepare an incorporation statement where you state in the objectives of the company, the address of the company, the financial year and date. It could be 30 June, 30 September, or 31 December, or any other month, or another date that you want into your year end to be. Then you should also appoint an accounting officer. This will be somebody with the requisite qualification who is able to prepare financial statements of the company. So when you lodge in the incorporation statement of PBC1, you should also attach the qualifications of the accounting officer. So, and also in this PBC1, you have to list in the names of the members, and then each member has to sign on that form, and we state in the percentage of the contribution that they are contributing. So in both companies, private limited company, business corporation, once the registrar is satisfied that everything is in order, all your documentation is stamped, because you submit 2 copies for every document. Then all the documents are stamped, and then you are issued with a certificate of incorporation, which gives in the registration number of your company. So this is important, that all the documentation that you receive should be stamped, should have the registration number. This registration number is the number that you always quote in any correspondence or any document that you shall further lodge with the company's office during the course of your life of your business. So basically, this is how a company is formed and registered, and how it is maintained, so that it continues to be to exist on the list of companies that are registered under the Private and Business, under the Companies and Other Business Entities Act. So I would like to hear your comments, your views, and please don't forget to share with others. Thank you.